This is the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, the street smarts of small business. Here's Aaron and Mayumi Muller.
Welcome back to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. We are in our LBO segment, and LBO stands for Lifestyle Business Owner. This is where we talk about how to buy a business, grow your profits, and make it run without you. So, we are going to go over and summarize 5 ways to become a lifestyle business owner, right, hun?
Yeah, this is all LBO, comes from my book that I wrote that's going to be published on April 24th. It's called The Lifestyle Business Owner. We help business owners, actually, people or people that want to be business owners, buy a good business, teach them how to buy a good business, grow their profits, and then make the business run without them having to work more than maybe 5 hours a week in the company if they so choose.
Absolutely.
So that's what this segment's all about. It's really just about teaching small business owners how to, or potential small business owners how to do this.
Right. And just learning the street smarts of it, just because there's so many things that you can learn about being a small business owner.
Exactly.
And so I have Aaron's book right here, which is available on Amazon.com for digital download. The book actually will come out. Or Barnes & Noble, The Nook. If you have Barnes & Noble.
Gotta give Barnes & Noble some props,
sorry,
man,
Barnes
just
&
because
Noble.
Amazon's dominating,
I know, and I do have a Kindle. I used to have a Nook, and so, and then the book actually comes out
April 24th.
Yeah, the hard copy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, honey, and so proud of you.
Me too.
All right, so this is a segment we're going to talk about 5 ways to becoming a lifestyle business owner, right?
Yep.
So I'm reading an excerpt from my husband's book, and I'm going to read it verbatim. As you contemplate the idea of being a lifestyle business owner or owning a business, you need to consider 2 things, okay? So it's kind of like what we talked about on the last segment with Collin is, what do you want to do with your time and how much money do you really need to live, okay? The answers to these 2 questions will determine how you will become a lifestyle business owner.
Yep.
Right? It's pretty awesome. So
because you have to really identify that, because there's so many variables of becoming a lifestyle business owner, right? It's not just one way of becoming a lifestyle business owner, and that's why we want to go over the 5 different ways potentially of being one. But money obviously is a huge part of it, because you can't do it and have no money coming in. I mean, you can, I guess, but like in small business or any kind of business, you want to make sure that you have revenues and you have income coming in so that you can start living the life that you truly want to have and have the time to do whatever you really want to do.
Right. And and figure out exactly, like I said from the excerpt from the book, how much money do you need to live off of in 1 year's time?
Yeah, and and what is important to you? Do you want to travel? Do you want to travel the world and do that? I mean, that obviously takes money to do that, right? So those are all the elements you have to look at. Or is it just about, having all that time with your family,
right? And
the business is there to help you, so that it gives you the time to do that,
right? If you want to coach your kids,
or do you just want to make a ton of money?
Yeah,
because a lifestyle business owner can own multiple companies, right?
Absolutely.
So, and that's why let's just start out like talking about the different, the 5 different ways of being a lifestyle business owner. Step 1, or not step 1. Basically, it's stepping away completely and taking less money. That would be one way of becoming a lifestyle business owner. So what that means is, you have a business that you're running, and you know that it's not where you want to be every single day. And it's just kind of like, I want my business, but it's just not fun to be in it, working in that every day. And I have so many other things I want to do.
Right.
So when I say when you step away and make less money, what that really means is you may have to hire a manager to get that ability to step away from your business. So people get caught up. I know a lot of small business owners, and they get set on this income that they're making, right? And, I have to make at least X amount of dollars a year, I'm making it, or they're making a lot, and then they're starting to spend it, all that they make. So they start becoming trapped in their business, and they're like, I can't step away because I need this income. Well, if you hire a manager, what happens is you will make less money, by stepping away in the beginning, because that manager now is going to start getting some of the income that you were making. But the key to that is getting that business so that it's more profitable in the end. Or that actually, or grow that business, the revenues. So you have more time now to really focus on that business. And so you don't ultimately need to take less money down the road if you choose to do that. Or you could choose just to make less money, and but I don't think most people are going to be happy just by sitting back and doing that. But that is one way of becoming a lifestyle business owner.
And trusting when you hire the manager, trusting them so that you can focus, like Aaron said, on the things or the income generating, growth generating part of the business.
Yeah, because it's so difficult to do that when you're entrenched every single day and you have to do all the day-to-day things in that business. And you can't focus on growing that business.
You can't.
Yeah, so you're working in the business, not on the business.
Right, exactly. Another way, another idea or to become a lifestyle business owner, right? There's another thought process to it. And some folks might want to step away completely and spend their time finding other businesses and investments to acquire.
And that's us,
that is us.
What we like to do is we get bored.
Yep.
And we're driven and we get excited about the new deal and doing something fresh and getting that challenge, right?
Yeah.
So, excuse me.
But the thing is what we've done is with the businesses that we have, right, honey, is we've created systems, growed the profits, made sure we have employees in place that are going to run the business the way that we would like to see it run, so that we have an opportunity to acquire more businesses.
Yeah, and
add to our portfolio.
That's the ultimate, really. I mean, if you can acquire, continue to acquire businesses and they all operate basically without you having to work in that business, now you're getting the income you need.
Yep.
And you're getting the freedom that you desire. So, I mean, it's a double whammy, and it's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
I got to say, our lives are pretty awesome because we've set it up this way. And it's not easy, and it's not something that you just do overnight, but it is something that we teach in the book, and that's and I step by step, talk about how to do that in the book and what I do every day, to get there. So, stepping away, finding new investments, that is a great way of becoming a lifestyle business owner because now you're taken care of. The other one would be own several businesses of the same kind.
Right.
So it kind of goes hand in hand with the acquiring more businesses, but we talk about acquiring or getting into the same businesses for a few different reasons.
Right. So one of the reasons, one of the businesses that you might, I'm just throwing this out there hypothetically, if you are a massage therapist, right? And you have a massage therapy practice, maybe you've acquired maybe an additional one.
Yeah, because let's say you love doing it.
The business. Yep. You love it, you know it, you can replicate it because it's working. You've already created the systems.
Yep.
So, or a restaurant. If you own a restaurant and you want to expand on it, you might not be the type of person that wants to go out and open up a yoga studio. So you might continue to stay on the same pattern as restaurants. Because
here, basically what we're saying here is that you just want to, it takes less energy to do the same thing. So we own multiple auto repair shops. It's very easy for me to go buy another auto repair shop and duplicate my success in that auto shop. It doesn't take just a tiny amount of my energy compared to when I go and buy a business that's in another industry
that you have to learn.
I have to learn it.
Right.
And so if you can stick in that industry, there's a couple things you can do. You can really be involved in that industry and it's fun for you and that's why you're doing it, but you just want to generate more income and that's why somebody might stick with it. But then the other part of that is the fact that you're able to duplicate it so easily.
Because you already have one that's running and successful.
Yep. And then, another way of becoming a lifestyle business owner is stepping out halfway. Okay. And this is something that I started kind of, in the very beginning for myself. I had this vision of being kind of absentee owner. This is back when I was 25, 26 years old. And I remember, scared. I was really scared of that whole process of doing that and trusting, and that's where I hired a consultant too, to give me that confidence, to do it because I wasn't sure. I'd never done this before. but I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So one of the things I did was brought in a kind of a co-manager, somebody like an assistant manager that wasn't necessarily the manager running the shop every day or all day long. I was there half the day in the very beginning so that I was able to kind of ease my mind and see it working without me. And that was a really great stepping stone to becoming a full-time, lifestyle business owner where you are not at the business at all.
Right.
I mean, some of my businesses,
it's like weaning yourself off of it.
It's kind of it's a weaning out period. And sometimes people want to be involved in their business too.
Right.
So that's not bad. We're not none of this stuff is bad.
That's
right?
your lifestyle.
It's called be in lifestyle business ownership.
Exactly. It's whatever you want it to be.
Yep. So when you can get somebody in there to like co-manage or just a part-time manager for you, it's a really great way to now spend a little bit extra time on working on the business too. And then what you're doing is now you're teaching, you're getting that business so that it actually starts generating more revenues, more income for you. And then you'll eventually go, you know what, this is working without me just as well as it was working, with me
part-time.
So I'm going to step away fully now. And the business has grown now because you actually spent the time on the right areas in your life, on your business.
Absolutely. And the best way for a manager or assistant manager to learn is to be around the owner. And so that's actually a really great teaching moment for your new hire that you're going to bring onto the company. So the other option is to look into is, to think about, I should say, is find a different career and keep your business while you get a job, right? So people want to do that, and that's okay. So that's basically switching careers, right? So owning the businesses that you currently have or the business that you have. And let me think of somebody that we just recently talked to. They work at Microsoft, and they decided that they wanted to have a business. So what they've done is they're continue to stay at their Microsoft, have their job, and then they are doing another career by having the business.
Yeah, and so it kind of goes back, opposite of that would be, you own a business, you're not necessarily liking, being in that every single day.
Right. And you know what? So we are going to get to our next segment, which is Ask Aaron. This is where business people all around the world ask Aaron and I about the street smarts of small business. If you missed any of our show today or would like any previous shows to listen to, go to lboradio.com.
More of the Lifestyle Business Owner Show coming up here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL. You're listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show with Aaron and Mayumi Muller.
Welcome back to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. We are at our Ask Aaron segment. And, I'm going to do a little shout out to my husband. He's got the Lifestyle Business Owner book, which came out on Kindle and Barnes & Noble, Nook, in January this last month. And the book, the live hard copy book, will actually be launching April 24th at your local neighborhood bookstore. You can still get the digital download, but you're going to want to get a live copy of it. It's awesome. And I'm so proud of him because the book officially became a #1 international bestseller, and he is a #1 international best-selling author. So congratulations.
From the digital copies that have been sold already.
From the digital copies, yeah. So you guys, again, he's my husband, but this is a book that you're gonna want to get. It's life-changing, and it is a step-by-step how to buy a business, grow profits, build it, and work less than 5 hours. We do it. We've done it. We will teach you guys all how to do it. So get that book. All right. So let's get some questions, right, honey?
Yeah, well, thanks for the plug, honey. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You are so welcome. So the first question's from Clara. She's from Fairfax, Virginia. Favorite way to follow us is Facebook. Her question to us is, what kind of business do you recommend for a first-time business owner? That's the first part of the question. And then what kind of business may be too complicated or not well suited for a first-time business owner?
Okay, well,
it's a good question.
Yeah, it is. It is actually a good question. As far as for a first-time business owner, what I always do when I interview people that are wanting to buy a business, because I've been a business broker for the last 17 years. And one thing I ask is, what is your background? Like, what have you done prior to this? And if, let's just say somebody's in sales and marketing, I know that person may be able to do a ton of different businesses. It doesn't even matter, because they know how to build a business, do the sales, and that's what every business ultimately needs, right? But let's just say I'm talking to an engineer and they say, I've been an engineer. That person, I might need to find something more on the technical side, maybe like a manufacturing type business, something more skilled type trade, something that they maybe have had a background knowledge based off of, because that's how their brain works. So it really depends on how your brain works. And that's why I always say do the Myers-Briggs personality assessment, because you can really get an idea of how if you don't already kind of know how your brain works. But, that's, I say, try to match up. We used to have a matchmaking service, right? And so basically we used the Myers-Briggs, and it was the same way. We match people up on their personality types, right? Personality types, it's a great way of even looking to match up a good business for yourself.
Absolutely.
So just be open about who you really are and and it doesn't have to be an interest that you have, but just something that you have the ability to do well at. Right. And then as far as, what's the other part of the question?
So the other part of the question is, what kind of business is too complicated? Yeah. So it would go back to what you said.
Just what I said, yeah, exactly.
I mean, if they're an engineer type
they'd want a sales job.
They wouldn't want a sales job.
Like a business, like selling cars or something
exactly.
Like that.
They wouldn't, or start a marketing company, or buy an existing marketing company. So, and I agree with you, Aaron. The Myers-Briggs has been such a great tool for us and our businesses and our personal life, and even working with our children, because it really gives us an idea of how different personality types work and operate, and how they get motivated or demotivated. So it's a great tool. Great question, Clara. Thank you. The next question's from Ken from Sitka, Alaska. Favorite way to follow us is YouTube. His question is, I am looking for a turnkey business. What kind of business would you consider to be a turnkey business?
Well, let's talk a little bit about what people think is turnkey, right? So again, we get a lot of people that call us up, and I just want this turnkey business, really easy, something really easy. And I was calling you about the laundromat and a tanning salon, right? So everybody thinks those are turnkey businesses, which they are not understanding that there is there is so much more to that business than just people let's say a laundromat, bringing their laundry in there, putting a couple coins in it, and then leaving, right?
Right.
These laundromats a lot of times make their money on the folding service. And then what about when all the equipment breaks down constantly and you're having to deal with that? So when a turnkey business, to me, the definition really is when somebody has set a company up that has great people in place, right? That they have management, they have their salespeople, they have operational people, they have technical people. And the thing about that is they're able to, have a business that runs without them being there, which is the lifestyle business owner, formula.
Right.
And that really, truly is a turnkey business.
Right.
From our experience.
And that's a good business. We would buy that in a heartbeat, right?
And most businesses aren't going to be turnkey right at the bat, because that's what you have to do. You got to implement that. And the more turnkey it is, the more valuable it is too. So you're going to pay more for that turnkey business as well.
Absolutely. So thank you for the definition, and Ken, thank you for the question. The next question's from Hawes and from Dublin, Ireland.
What?
I want to go there someday. I love
Not
Guinness
if it's
and
raining.
Golf. Yeah,
I think that I always feel like it's like Seattle weather, and
I've
I like
heard
to go
that
to the
it is.
beach myself.
But they have beautiful castles and kilts and
oh gosh,
cool stuff.
You and the kilt, honey.
And Guinness, that's room temperature. I love it. So, anyways, Hawes's question, favorite way to follow us is Instagram. Question is, do you think franchises are safer than independent businesses? Okay, that's the first part. I love your book and hope to become a lifestyle business owner someday. I've never owned a business before. I'm wondering if buying a franchise is a safer bet for a first-time business buyer like me, or should I buy an independent business?
Another great question.
Great question.
You know, so there's two different ways. Either you're starting a franchise or you're buying somebody's franchise.
Right.
I'm just going to tell you, don't ever start a franchise. Not my, you know, at least
In
that's
our
my
opinion.
advice.
Yep.
But, you know, let's say you're buying a franchise. In some situations, the franchise is great because it has a lot of support. I mean, and this is the problem, too. A lot of these franchises claim that they have a lot of support, and they actually don't. And so that's the frustrating part, because you're expecting, you know, you're paying all these royalties and everything like that, and you're thinking that they're going to help you run your business. You know what? Only the really, really successful franchises like Subway and stuff really have the help and training, you know, that you need. So
like the name brand,
the big ones that have really been established. So some brand new franchise out there isn't necessarily going to have all the training that you're thinking that you're going to get from it. So there's a benefit because you do get a little bit of that support and systems and all the marketing and all that stuff. It's already kind of done for you, right? But that's at a cost, right? And so when you buy a franchise, you're spending 8% typically of your revenues to the franchise. So I look at that 8 or 10% to paying a manager to run my business for me. So now I can't. Now I have to build that business even greater to step out and hire a manager, because that business, that franchise typically can't afford that manager now, because you're using all those funds just to run the or just to pay the franchise that ultimately a lot of times isn't giving you the benefits that you think you're going to get. So I personally think you should go out and buy something that's not a franchise. And that's, again, my opinion on it. But, you know, I did get a franchise once, and I still have it. And it's because it was a windshield company. And the reason is because they had all the connections with all the insurance companies, and it would take me over a year to develop, just to even be in business, for them to allow me to be connected with the insurance companies.
Right.
So in those situations, it's definitely worth having a franchise, because they can get you in the door on business that you maybe never could have gotten.
Right. No, that's a great question. And then I'm going to ask a really quick question because we don't have a lot of time. Stephen from Corpus Christi, Lifestyle Business Owner blog. I wish that schools teach kids about money. Kids in our country grow up learning about trigonometry and poetry, but they have no clue how to manage their finances. After reading your book, I can tell that you know a lot about business and money. If you could teach financial education, you know what? Our time is up. We want to thank you all for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. If you've missed any of our show, make sure you go to lboradio.com, and you can listen to it anytime, anywhere. Next week, our guest will be a power couple in the real estate industry. Don't miss it. Make sure you submit your questions to Ask Aaron at lboradio.com, and make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business with Aaron and Mayumi Muller. You can submit your questions to be answered on the show at lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 for the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, right here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL.